What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. I am just about 10 days away from the 10-year anniversary of my first ever video uploaded here on YouTube. And in addition to that, just a few days ago, I managed to hit 50,000 subscribers. That's such a huge personal milestone for me, and it feels so good to hit that mark. I can tell you 10 years ago, when I was first starting off, just the thought of getting to maybe 100 subscribers seemed like an unreachable goal. To get to 50,000 is just a dream. So a special thank you to everyone out there that's helped support the channel over the years, given me the encouragement to continue on and build the channel to what it is today. Now, to celebrate these milestones, I wanted to go back and actually take a look at my first ever video I put on the channel. Sadly, I was, still learning the ways. I didn't record it in high definition, and for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to have an hour and 20-minute video. Now, as you can see from the quality of this video, what we're looking at right now was in low definition. This is 720p, but it's at least an HD video format. And this is my first ever video about Dungeon Defenders 2. This was recorded back in 2014 when the game first hit its initial pre-alpha on Steam. Now, I had played the game prior under an NDA, and I had played the MOBA version of the game multiple times. However, this is my first experience with what will end up being the current form of Dungeon Defenders 2. Taking a look at it here, you see you had to go and get your starting mana out of chests, just like Dungeon Defenders 1. You're also going to see me throwing auras down. These lightning auras were actually an AoE defense back then, and they hit just like a flame aura would today. So it was an AoE defense, and I'm, trying to monk it out as I have done from the very beginning, and getting a little bit of aura spam going. You see things have changed quite a bit with the UI and just with the map in general. Of course, you see, besides running around and picking up all the chests, there is also a forge. So you had to go over to the forge to check your inventory or to do anything, just like in Dungeon Defenders 1. Now, at this stage of the game, I did not realize that there was a hero deck yet, as in the initial iterations, I didn't really know how the hero deck worked, and I was doing DD1 style and playing one hero and going and switching back and forth. So I did not realize the hero deck and how it worked. However, my monk is in order, and this is my very first run on what ended up becoming the Steam version of the game. So I got 2 lightning auras down, which, as I mentioned, they were AoE auras then. They don't hit very hard, of course, at level 1 with no gear and no stats, so everything did end up just pushing right through. However, I do manage to get through it. Of course, when you're first playing your very first map, the core is completely invincible, and this experience right now at level 1, starting on this map, is actually a tutorial experience in the current state of Dungeon Defenders 2, as it has just come a super long way. Back then, of course, you just loaded right on in and started going ham, and there was no tutorial or anything in place. Now, this is actually a live stream footage. I did stream it. I'll put a link to the stream VOD if anyone is extremely bored and wants to see me in my adolescent nub stages in the Dungeon Defenders 2 world. However, this is when I really fell in love with Dungeon Defenders 2. Now, at this time, I was a big fan of the Dungeon Defenders 1 game. However, I hadn't played it in a long time. It had probably been like a year. At the time of this video recording, I was actually playing a little Dungeon Defenders Eternity, I believe. So I was playing Dungeon Defenders Eternity semi-actively. And then here you see what looks like a flame aura. This is actually the boost aura, and there was no tooltips or anything, so I didn't know what it was. I went to throw it down. I didn't know if it was a damaging aura or what it was. So I had to go over to the forge here, and I think I checked the description. Let's see here. look at the description of what's what and see that this was actually the original Boost Aura. So the Boost Aura looked like the Flame Aura staff that it is today. However, that was the original Boost Aura. So, of course, being a Dungeon Defenders 1 fan, I knew all about buff beams, so I instantly threw the Boost Aura in. It's kind of funny, on this live stream VOD, I actually call this the Buff Beam Aura by mistake, just because I was so used to calling it buff beams. But definitely a different look at the game, as it has just changed absolutely wildly over the years. To unlock those chests, to collect the mana, you actually need keys. And you see up top under my nameplate, I've got keys. You were awarded keys at the start of a map, and then at the end of every wave, you earned additional keys, which allowed you to get through to, unlock the mana that was in the chest in the next wave. Now, taking a look at a few things on the screen, I gotta say, of course, the mini-map looks wildly, wildly different. However, it looked really nice. I think it fit in well in its absolutely bare-bones basic form, and it definitely was a nice change, as this was my very first time ever seeing a mini-map in a Dungeon Defenders game, so it was definitely good stuff there. At this point, I'm just discovering, I believe, that the fire cart could potentially be useful for something, and seeing its area of effect. Lots of exploration and discovery at this stage of the game. Now, of course, y'all all know I'm not just gonna throw out an old video looking and reminiscing of the past for a 50,000 subscriber special. And once again, I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you all so much. It just means the world to me that I've been able to grow the channel to where it is today with all of your help, love, and support. So thank you all so much. To celebrate this 50,000 subscriber milestone, I've got a lot of awesome stuff to give away. Now, I reached out to Chromatic and tried to get a little bit out of them, and they came through, and I have got some good stuff for you all. So we have got 2 Steam keys for Dungeon Defenders Going Rogue. That is the newest Dungeon Defenders product. It is a roguelike game. We've got 2 Steam keys for Dungeon Defenders Awakened. This, of course, is the newest version of the tower defense type game in the Dungeon Defenders universe. We got 2 Steam keys to the OG Dungeon Defenders 1. So we've got 2 keys for Steam and Dungeon Defenders 1 as well. Now, of course, I can't leave out other platforms, and we got 2 Liberty Squire skins for Dungeon Defenders 2. These are good on any platform. In addition to that, we got 2 of the Dungeon Defenders 2 What a Deal DLCs. Now, these are Steam codes, so it's on Steam only. This is the $15 kind of starter pack for Dungeon Defenders 2. We've got 2 of those to give away. And then on top of that, we've got 3 Juiced Head Flares for Dungeon Defenders 2 that are good on any platform. We've got 3 Juicy Masks for Dungeon Defenders Awakened that are good on any platform. And we've got 3 Juicy Fruit Pets for Dungeon Defenders Awakened as well that are good for any platform at all. Now, all you have to do to be entered to win is be subscribed to the channel and leave me a comment below. So no matter what the comment is, just be subscribed to the channel, leave me a comment down there. Now, you will have to have a way for me to contact you when you win. So don't put any information down below in your comment, but just be prepared to get a private message from me either on Twitch, on Discord, or on Twitter. One of those 3 ways is the easiest way to contact me with a private message. So good luck to everyone. Enter a comment down below, and by God, click the thumbs up button and help me out. So thank you all so much once again. 50,000 subscribers is an absolute dream, and I do appreciate it a ton. So thank you all so much, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.